All right, also happening right now, the so-called No Kings Day protests underway around the country. This is a scene outside Mar-a-Lago in Florida where protesters were met with what appears to be layers of law enforcement there. We've got a team of correspondents covering the some 2,000 scheduled rallies sweeping across the country in all 50 states, according to organizers. CNN's Leigh Waldman is in Philadelphia. CNN's Lavandera is in Houston. Let's go to you first, Leigh, with what's happening.
Marching in Philadelphia, they're shouting things like "Whose streets are streets?" saying "No queen, no kings, yes queens." We have Todd here with us, who calls Philly home. You were talking about how Philadelphia is a special place for this No Kings protest because this is where democracy started.
Right, exactly. The foundation of our democratic republic started here. When Ben Franklin came out of the constitutional signing, someone said, "What did you come up with?" And he said, "A republic, if you can keep it." I think many of us for so long have taken those fundamental rights for granted, and that is all changing. We have the erosion and assault on democracy. That's why you see thousands and thousands of people of all backgrounds here and across the country in about 2,000 demonstrations, and this is what we have to do in the spirit not of King Trump, but Martin Luther King, of engaging in nonviolent civil disobedience.
And Todd, you have your daughters here. He has two girls with him, almost 10 and almost 8 now, and you see they're holding a sign here encouraging people to defend democracy and vote. Todd, quickly, why is it so important to you to have your young daughters here?
Well, I think young kids have to, from the earliest of age, know the fundamental tenets of what it means to be a citizen. It's in many ways the highest form of the highest office we can have, and I think voting is something, again, that so many have struggled for in the civil rights movement, and we're doing that again because we could lose that vote. I think there are many people who question whether there will even be a November election, given what's been going on with immigrants and other efforts to really undermine the fundamental rights that we all take for granted.
Thank you so much. So many people here impassioned to share their voices here. You can hear the shouting and the distance behind us as thousands of people are braving the rain as we make our way down to the Museum of Art here, Fred.
All right, Leigh Waldman, we'll keep checking in with you throughout the day. Thank you so much. Off to Houston now. That's where we find Ed Lavandera with a crowd of people whose march is already underway. Ed, tell us more.
Good morning or good afternoon, Fredricka. This rally here in Houston, the No Kings rally, started off as the news emerging from Minnesota was beginning to take hold. It took a while for, I think, that news to spread through here. But here the theme, as it has been in other protests similar to this across the country, chants of we will not bend down to fascism, very critical of what they view as the Trump administration's dictatorial tendencies. That has been the theme. And now, after listening to speeches for more than an hour, this crowd is now marching through the streets of downtown Houston, and there are thousands of people out here. We don't have any estimates yet as terms of just how large this crowd is, but it is significant as this march has been going through and extends for blocks and blocks through downtown Houston at this point. We spoke with one attendee here this afternoon who is an 89-year-old former government teacher in high school, and this is what he told us.
Well, I've been opposed to fascism all my life, and I was a high school government teacher. And these people's kids would have failed my course, the people who support Trump. They don't understand anything about the fact that we're all kings, not him.
And Fredricka, this march now is looping its way around downtown, and it's impossible. We don't even see the end of it. We're pretty much several blocks of it has already passed us where we are here in downtown Houston, and this continues for blocks and blocks. We can't even see the end of it at this point. So one of the larger crowds that event organizers here tell us that they have seen turn out for one of these types of events, and that the protests that they've held over the last few months, but this is definitely much larger in scale than what they've seen in recent months. Fredricka?
All right, Ed Lavandera and Leigh Waldman in Philadelphia. Thanks to both of you. Appreciate that.